Let's find our seat. Relaxing our body just enough to be comfortable. Ensuring that our spine is erect. We find that sweet spot with our neck where it's not too heavy. If we hold our head more forward than we should, it will tighten the back of our neck. If we hold it up too high, and more of the front of our neck is exposed, our mind will be excited. Um, let's try and work out some of those muscles that just don't want to relax in our feet, calves, our thighs, buttocks, hips. Let that stomach relax. Back and shoulders. Let the world lift off of our shoulders for just one moment. And remember our neck, unclench that jaw. Our weary eyes, try to relax them. Your forehead, and then scan one more time for those muscles that just won't relax at all. And we'll begin. There is no negativity that cannot be purified. The purification process is basically a psychological one, as Lama Yeshe says. We create our negativity with our mind, so we can change it by creating positivity with our mind. And we purify by applying the four opponent powers. So sincerely regret from the depths of your heart anything you have done to harm any living being on this day, in this life, and in all past lives. And think of specific harm any living, think of specific actions of your body, your speech, and your mind, and then in general, regret all. The reason to regret is based on the logic of karma. We experience everything due to our past karma, our past thinking, our past actions. So having harmed others, we ourselves will necessarily experience suffering in the future. Thus, we cannot bear the thought of the future suffering that we ourselves will experience. Who wants that? We know from the present suffering that we do not want it. So the logic is, therefore, to remove the karmic seeds before they ripen as future suffering. And also regret the anger, attachment, and the rest that are the cause of why we harm others, and then think, I'm sick of this suffering. And then think like this, I regret from the depths of my heart having harmed others with my body and my speech, having broken my vows, because I do not want the future suffering. I am sick of suffering. And then think, what can I do about this? Who can I turn to? We turn to the Buddha, the doctor, who has the methods that we can use to purify. It's not that we need the Buddha to forgive us, to fix us. We purify ourselves by relying upon his methods, his medicine. So visualize Vajrasattva above the crown of your head. He is our guru, manifesting in this aspect for our benefit. He is made of radiant, blissful white light, sitting cross-legged on a white lotus, which, although born out of mud, is untainted by mud, just like our enlightened potential, which is born out of our delusions, but is tainted by them. His face is radiant and beautiful, and his eyes are long and peaceful and full of love and compassion for us. His mouth is red and very sweet, and his hair is black and held up in a top knot. His arms crossed at his heart, the left underneath the right. The left is holding the bell, which represents wisdom. The right is holding the Vajra, which represents the indestructibility of compassion. And their being crossed represents the union of these two, which symbolizes enlightenment itself, the development of infinite compassion and infinite wisdom. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened by this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva. May I become a Buddha so as to benefit all sentient beings. The power of reliance. So in order to develop compassion, we need to rely on other living beings. Sometimes this is hard for us. But the very beings that we have harmed and who have harmed us by developing compassion for them. Sometimes that's even harder. So let's think in particular people that we have harmed recently and in the past, and then in general, all the beings we have ever harmed since beginningless time. And then remember those who have harmed you and have compassion for them, because they will suffer as the result of the harm that they have done to you. And make a strong aspiration to do this practice of purification for the sake of all of these sentient beings. And pray, I must purify for their sake. The power of the remedy. Now comes the actual medicine, the doing of the actual practice of purifications. And there are 3 stages to the meditation, and it consists of visualization and recitation of mantra. So Guru Vajrasattva very compassionately sends a powerful white nectar, like coming out of a hose very forcefully from his heart, and it arcs around and enters into your crown and pours into your entire body, filling you completely. It keeps coming, and it forces out of your lower orifices all the harm you have ever done to any living being with your body in the form of inky liquid, which pours out of you and disappears into space, not one atom left. Let's feel completely purified. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Me Piyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tsafa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa mahasamaya tsafa ahum pe, om vajrasattva samaya manupalaya vajrasattva dena patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa mahasamaya tsafa ahum pe, om vajrasattva samaya manupalaya vajrasattva deno patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, Anarakta mebawa sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagawan sawa tata gata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa mahasamaya tsafa ahum pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mabawa Sutokayo Mabawa Supokayo Mabawa Anarakta Mabawa Sawa Siddhi Mipayatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mabawa Sutokayo Mabawa Supokayo Mabawa Anarakta Mabawa Sawa Siddhi Mipayatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dido Mabawa, Sutokayo Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarekta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Mipayatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samayat Safa Ahum Pe. And again, Vajrasattva is very happily and sends powerful nectar from his heart chakra, and it arcs around and forcefully enters your crown, filling your entire body, and this time forcing up to the top of your body all the negativity of your speech, which overflows and disappears into space, not one atom left. It's like, just as Lama Yeshe says, when you turn on the tap in the sink and fill the dirty glass, all the junk in the glass comes to the top and overflows. So imagine all of the gossip, the harsh speech, the useless speech, the lying, talking badly behind others' backs, and all of this is purified by the powerful nectar filling you as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Mipayatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samayat Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mabawa, Sutokayo Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Mipayatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samayat Safa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita, Dido Mabawa, Sutokayo Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Mipayatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samayat Safa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita, Dido Mabawa, Sutokayo Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Mipayatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samayat Safa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita, Dido Mabawa, Sutokayo Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Mipayatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samayat Safa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita, Dido Mabawa, Sutokayo Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Mipayatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samayat Safa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita, Dido Mabawa, Sutokayo Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Mipayatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samayat Safa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Mipriyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Triam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samayat Sattva Ahum Pe. And now, purification of the mind. So third, Guru Vajrasattva now very compassionately sends powerful beams of laser light from his heart chakra, which arcs around and enters your crown chakra and fills your entire being. It's just like Lama Yeshe says, when you turn on a light in a room, the darkness is instantly dispelled, like a flash of light. So just as the light hits your heart chakra, the darkness, the negativity of your mind, all of the attachment, the neediness, the anger, the violence, the depression, the sorrow, the resentment, the jealousy, the bitterness, all of that nonsense, it's all instantly dispelled, not one atom left. So imagine that all the irrational thinking and the harsh judgments, the meaningless thoughts, the delusions, and thinking badly about others, all of this is purified by the powerful nectar filling you as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarekta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Mipriyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samayat Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tathagata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe, om vajrasattva samaya manupalaya, vajrasattva dena patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarekta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam triam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tathagata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samayat sattva ahum pe. Om vajrasattva samaya manupalaya, vajrasattva deno patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tathagata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samayat sattva ahum pe. Om vajrasattva samaya manupalaya, vajrasattva deno patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, Anarekta mebawa, sawa siddhi me piyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tathagata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samayat sattva ahum pe. Om vajrasattva samaya manupalaya, vajrasattva deno patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tathagata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samayat sattva ahum pe. Om vajrasattva samaya manupalaya, vajrasattva deno patita, Dido mebawa, supokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, Anarakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho bhagawan, sawa tathagata vajramame mutsa vajrabawa maha samayat sattva ahum pe. And again, be delighted that all of your delusions, which are the source of our own sufferings, and the cause for why we harm others with our body and speech, are totally purified, gone, finished. Think there's no space in your heart now for anything but love and kindness, forgiveness, wisdom, bliss, compassion. Let's rejoice. So now we move to the purification of even the imprints of negativity of the body, speech, and mind. And this time, imagine that Guru Vajrasattva sends light again, and it fills you completely and eradicates even the subtlest imprint of negative energy from your mind. It's like once you remove the garlic from the jar, you still need to remove the smell. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Me Piyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Me Piyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya, Vajrasattva Deno Patita, Dido Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya, Vajrasattva Deno Patita, Dido Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya, Vajrasattva Deno Patita, Dido Mabawa, Sutokayo Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Me Piyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mabawa Sutokayo Mabawa Supokayo Mabawa Anarakta Mabawa Sawa Siddhi Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mabawa, Sutokayo Mabawa, Supokayo Mabawa, Anarakta Mabawa, Sawa Siddhi Me Piyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe. And now the power of resolve. And the fourth step in the purification process, and such a crucial one, is the determination to not harm with our body, speech, and mind again. So without this, we keep doing the same old things. The determination, the aspiration to not harm again is like a beacon that guides our body, speech, and mind in new directions. And remember, as Lama Zopa says, everything exists, or said, everything exists on the tip of the wish, the aspiration. And as for our other old habits, if we can't commit to never doing them again, then let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not set ourselves up for failure, as Lama Zopa says. So think carefully and then decide to refrain from one thing for a year, a month, a day, or even a minute, whatever it is. Be realistic. And then in general, vow to make the effort to avoid the others. Try removing one word from your vocabulary or one thought. I'm trying to work on not being so judgmental. It's really hard. And especially towards myself. We also need to remember to be kind to ourselves. So whatever you choose, this determination not to do again is what gives us the strength to change. So Guru Vajrasattva is delighted with us and wanting to merge with your mind. He melts into shimmering white light and absorbs into you through your crown. And think my guru's body, speech, and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, and my own body, speech, and mind are the same thing. Union oneness, as Lama Yeshe would say. Next, Lama Zopa recommends to meditate on the emptiness of the three circles. In emptiness, there is no I, the creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma, and there is no negative karma created. So let's place our mind in that emptiness for a little while, and in a way, look at all phenomena as empty. They do not exist from their own side. And finally, let's dedicate all of this merit, the positive energy we have created by doing this purification, to all living beings thinking. May all the virtuous karma we have created from doing this practice ripen as our enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And let's, as a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of all self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second, and that which has been generated may it increase. Let's dedicate for Venerable Katie and hope that they are in good health and in good spirits, and I hope they know that we're with them on their adventure. How lucky, how wonderful that they get to experience this together. And I will see you guys next week. Well, probably Sunday, or for sure Monday. Thank you, Bill.